My beloved child, very pretty moments never knock loudly. They arrive quietly, like a breath you didn't know you were holding, finally released. Pause with me right here. Not later. Not after something else. Right now. Because the moment you opened this, something shifted. Not outside you. Inside the unseen spaces where timing, favor, and destiny quietly meet. You did not come here by chance. You were guided, drawn, aligned. There is a reason the message says open this at once. Not because of urgency born from fear, but because delay would blur the beauty of what is already moving toward you. Listen carefully. There is a gentle declaration echoing over your life right now. It is calm. It is steady. It carries authority without force. It carries assurance without pressure. It says, something prepared with care is already on its way to your home. Not imagined. Not symbolic. Prepared. You may have felt it recently as a strange calm after confusion. A quiet confidence after exhaustion. A sense that something good is close, even if you cannot explain why. That feeling is not random. For a long time, you carried weight without recognition. You showed patience when no one applauded. You chose kindness when it cost you comfort. You stayed steady when walking away would have been easier. And unseen hands took note. There was a moment in the past when you thought you missed your chance. When you believed the door had closed. When silence felt like an answer. But silence was only preparation. Because what is coming to you could not arrive until you were ready to receive it without fear, without doubt, without shrinking yourself. This is not about luck. This is about timing refined by growth. Right now, something is being finalized. It carries warmth. It carries relief. It carries proof that your waiting was not wasted. It may arrive as news. It may arrive as an object. It may arrive as an opportunity wrapped in simplicity. But when it reaches your home, it will feel familiar. As if your heart already knew its shape. There is a reason the word wonderful keeps returning to your mind. Wonderful does not shout. Wonderful unfolds. You are not meant to chase this. You are meant to receive it. In the quiet hours, when you questioned your worth, something greater was quietly arranging details in your favor. When you doubted yourself, your name was still being spoken with respect in places you could not see. This is why you were told not to delay. Because hesitation belongs to the past version of you. The version that wondered if good things were meant for others. That version is no longer in charge. The present you is ready, open, hearted, grounded, aware. There is a gentle protection around what is coming, ensuring it reaches you whole, undisturbed, untouched by confusion. And once it arrives, you will understand why it could not come sooner. You will see how every delay shaped your hands to hold it properly. Do not rush ahead in your mind. Stay here. Stay present. Because this is only the beginning of the message. What is approaching your home is not just a surprise. It is confirmation. Confirmation that you are seen. Confirmation that your quiet strength mattered. Confirmation that something beautiful can arrive without struggle. Take a slow breath. Let your shoulders soften. Let the moment settle. You are exactly where you need to be to receive what is already on its way. And as you continue listening, you will begin to recognize the signs that have been surrounding you all along. Stay right here. Do not move away from this moment. Because what you are about to hear is not common, not repeated, not meant for everyone. There is a reason your attention feels unusually focused right now. It is because something rare is unfolding, and your awareness is being gently held in place. A wonderful surprise does not rush in chaos. It arrives with intention, with precision, with meaning layered beneath meaning. What is approaching your home carries a signature. Not a name written in ink, but a recognition written in timing. You may notice small signs appearing around you lately. A repeated number. a sudden memory resurfacing, a quiet inner voice saying, "Pay attention." These are not distractions. They are confirmations. Long before this moment, a decision was made in the unseen. Not based on perfection, but on sincerity. Not based on noise, but on endurance. You endured seasons where effort felt invisible, where your consistency went unnoticed, where your goodness was questioned or misunderstood. Yet none of that erased what was being prepared. There is a reason the message says open this immediately. Because hesitation belongs to old patterns, and this moment belongs to alignment. Something has been redirected toward you. It was once delayed, once paused, once held back until the conditions matched your growth. Now the conditions are perfect. This surprise is not meant to overwhelm you. It is meant to settle you, to reassure you, to quietly say, you are supported. It may arrive wrapped in simplicity, but its impact will be deep. It will touch more than one area of your life. It will create movement where things once felt stuck. And here is the once in a lifetime truth most people never hear. Not all blessings arrive through effort. Some arrive because effort has already been proven. You have already shown patience. You have already shown integrity. You have already shown resilience. This is not a test anymore. This is a response. There are conversations happening about you that you cannot hear. Positive ones. Respectful ones. Decisions are being finalized with your well-being in mind. That is why you feel a subtle peace rising without explanation. This peace is a signal. When the surprise reaches your space, it will feel gentle, not shocking. It will feel natural, not forced. It will feel like something that always belonged to you. You will recognize it instantly. And when that happens, something inside you will shift permanently. Your expectations will change. Your confidence will deepen. Your patience will finally feel rewarded. This is not coincidence. This is convergence. Everything you thought was random was actually rehearsal. Stay present. Stay open. Do not underestimate quiet moments like this. Because the most beautiful turns in life do not announce themselves loudly. They arrive softly, and then everything changes. Very pretty clarity arrives when you least expect it. Not as noise, as certainty. Right now, something important is being aligned with your name on it. Not later. Not someday. Now. There is a reason your attention keeps returning here. A reason your thoughts slowed the moment this part began. A reason your heart feels strangely alert, as if it recognizes what your mind is still catching up to. This is not coincidence. There has been movement behind the scenes. Quiet movement. Precise movement. Details adjusting without your effort. Someone, somewhere, finalized a decision that affects your life directly. You were not present. You did not need to be. The outcome was already leaning in your favor. This is the once in a lifetime part most people miss. Not because it never comes, but because they doubt it while it is arriving. What is coming to your home carries proof. Not promises. Proof. Proof that you were heard during moments when you spoke only in silence. Proof that patience leaves fingerprints on the future. Proof that you were never forgotten, even when you felt invisible. Think back. There was a recent sign you almost ignored. A repeated number. A sudden memory. A calm feeling with no clear reason. That was not random. That was preparation. Because the moment this surprise reaches you, something inside you will click into place. A tension you learned to live with will dissolve. A question you carried quietly will finally be answered. You will not need validation from others. You will feel it internally, like recognition. There is something powerful about the way this arrives. It does not force itself. It fits. It fits your life. It fits your timing. It fits the version of you that survived what others never saw. And this is why delay was mentioned earlier. Not as a threat. As a reminder. Some blessings lose their beauty when doubted at the door. Some moments are meant to be welcomed immediately, before fear tries to rewrite the story. You are not meant to analyze this. You are meant to experience it. Very soon, your environment will change in a subtle but meaningful way. Your home will feel lighter. Your thoughts will feel quieter. Your sleep will feel deeper. These are signs, not imagination. What is unfolding is gentle, but its impact is lasting. It rearranges your sense of what is possible. And once this happens, you will realize something important. The waiting season did not weaken you. It refined you. You were being prepared to receive something without fear, without suspicion, without shrinking. Stay with this moment. Do not rush ahead. There is more being revealed. Because what is approaching is not only a surprise. It is a turning point. Very pretty truths do not rush. They arrive when your heart is quiet enough to recognize them. Stay with this moment. Because this part is not soft. It is precise. What is approaching your home is not random, and it is not small. It carries intention. It carries recognition. It carries a shift that cannot be undone. There has been movement behind the scenes that you were never meant to witness. Conversations where your name appeared unexpectedly. Decisions made quietly in your favor. A turning of events that did not need your effort, only your endurance. This is the shocking part most people never hear. What is coming was delayed not because you were unworthy, but because it needed to arrive at a time when it would change your direction, not just your mood. If it had arrived earlier, you might have doubted it. You might have minimized it. You might have let fear speak louder than trust. But now, you are different. Your silence has depth. Your patience has authority. Your presence has weight. There is something extraordinary about the way this surprise is designed. It fits into your life naturally, yet alters everything subtly. It does not disrupt your peace. It enhances it. You may notice signs before it arrives. A sudden clarity. A repeated thought that feels gentle but persistent. A calm certainty that something is aligning perfectly. These are confirmations, not coincidences. What makes this moment once in a lifetime is not the surprise itself. It is who you have become just in time to receive it. This is not about excess. It is about rightness. Right place. Right moment. Right understanding. When it reaches your home, there will be no confusion. No second guessing. No need for explanation. You will simply know. And that knowing will bring a quiet smile, not excitement that fades, but reassurance that settles. The world may look the same afterward, but you will not. Your decisions will feel lighter. Your sleep will feel deeper. Your confidence will no longer ask for permission. This is why the message said open this immediately. Because awareness unlocks alignment. You did not open this to be entertained. You opened this to be reminded. Reminded that your journey has always been watched over. Reminded that timing has been protecting you. Reminded that good things can arrive gently, without struggle, without force. Stay steady. Stay present. Let the anticipation remain calm, not restless. Because what is on its way does not need your chasing. It already knows where you live. And as this part closes, remember this clearly. You were never late. You were never forgotten. You were being prepared for something wonderful to arrive exactly as it should. Something rare is happening now, and it does not rush you, yet it refuses to be ignored. There is a quiet shift taking place. Inside your space. Not noise. Not pressure. A settling. Have you noticed how certain thoughts no longer disturb you the way they once did? How situations that used to steal your sleep now feel smaller, lighter, almost distant. That is not coincidence. That is alignment. Because when something wonderful is on its way to your home, your inner world begins to prepare before the outer sign appears. There has been a seal placed over confusion. A calm authority standing between you and unnecessary delay. This is why distractions have tried to pull you away. This is why random interruptions appeared just when you were about to focus. But you stayed. You listened. You did not scroll past this moment. That choice matters more than you realize. There is a surprise moving closer, and it carries recognition with it. Recognition for effort that went unseen. Recognition for resilience you never spoke about. Recognition for faith you held quietly when no one was watching. This is not a reward that fades quickly. It lingers. It settles. It reshapes how you see yourself. When it arrives, it will not announce itself loudly. It will feel right, like something clicking into place. You may feel a sudden urge to clean, organize, or make space. That is not random. That is instinct responding to arrival. Your home is not just walls and rooms. It is the center of your energy, and something meaningful is aligning itself with that center. There was a time you wondered if you were asking for too much, if hoping was foolish, if patience was costing you opportunities. But patience was sharpening timing. What is coming does not bring chaos. It brings clarity. You will notice your voice steadying, your decisions becoming simpler, your confidence no longer asking permission. This is how confirmation feels before it shows itself. Stay attentive, not anxious, not searching, just attentive. Because the moment you recognize it, everything that once felt delayed will suddenly make sense. This message is not meant to impress you. It is meant to prepare you. Something wonderful is already in motion, and it is moving toward you with certainty. Remain present. Remain open. The next part reveals why this arrival is connected to a promise you made long ago, even if you forgot you made it. Stay with this moment. Signals that the waiting phase is ending. Signals that preparation is complete. Signals that reception has begun. Do not rush ahead. Do not question the process. Do not minimize what is coming. Because once it reaches you, it will rewrite the story you told yourself about how things usually turn out. It will remind you that good things can arrive gently. That surprises can be kind. That timing can be perfect without being loud. Very pretty moments change lives not by force, but by certainty. And this one is already on its way to you. Very pretty things often arrive after you stop asking for proof. There is a quiet moment coming, one that will not announce itself loudly, yet it will stop you in your place. It will feel different from every promise you have ever heard before. Not dramatic, not overwhelming, certain. You may notice small changes first. A sudden sense of order where chaos once lived. A conversation that resolves something you thought would never be explained. A calm confidence replacing the question that followed you for years. These are not coincidences. They are signals. What is moving toward your home now carries a signature of completion. It closes a chapter that drained you silently. It opens a door you stopped knocking on because you learned patience. And patience has been rewarded. There was a time when you wondered if you were invisible. If your effort vanished into empty air. If doing the right thing mattered when no one noticed. But attention was never absent. It was simply quiet. Behind the scenes, details were aligning in ways you could not control and were never meant to. This was not about force. It was about flow. You are entering a phase where things no longer need to be chased. They arrive, naturally, right on time. There is something deeply personal about what is coming. It touches your daily life, not just your imagination. It reaches your space, your environment, your sense of safety. And when it reaches you, the first feeling will not be excitement. It will be relief. Relief that you held on. Relief that you did not give up on yourself. Relief that waiting did not make you smaller, it made you stronger. This moment is proof that unseen support does not fail. It works silently, steadily, without noise. You are not meant to analyze every detail right now. You are meant to stay open. Because once this arrives, your perspective will shift. You will stop questioning whether you deserve good things. You will stop bracing for disappointment. A new rhythm is settling into your life. One that moves with ease instead of resistance. Stay with this feeling. Let it settle in your chest. Let it remind you that something good can come without struggle. You are closer than you think. Not to hope, to fulfillment. And as this unfolds, you will realize that this message was not sent to many. It was meant for you. Because what you are about to hear is not common knowledge. It is not shared with everyone. It is revealed only when timing aligns perfectly. There is something astonishing that most people never realize until it is already behind them. You are realizing it before it fully arrives. A quiet decision was made recently in a place you cannot see. A decision that had your name connected to it. Not by accident. Not by coincidence. This is why signs around you have started to feel different. Why ordinary moments suddenly carry weight. Why small details feel charged with meaning. Something that was delayed for a long time has now been released. Not halfway. Not slowly. Fully. The path to your home is already clear. This is not just about receiving something external. This is about a shift in position. You are no longer waiting on the outside of your own breakthrough. There was a time when doors closed without explanation. When answers never came. When effort felt invisible. But those moments were never rejection. They were redirection. What is approaching you carries reassurance. It carries warmth. It carries proof that your endurance changed the outcome. And here is the surprising truth most people miss. The moment you stopped forcing things. The moment you released the need to control every outcome. That was the exact moment the flow changed. You may notice people responding to you differently now. With more respect. More attention. More openness. That is not imagination. Your presence has shifted. Your energy has matured. You are no longer asking for permission to receive what was meant for you. This is why the message insists on immediacy. Because hesitation belongs to an old season, and you have already stepped into a new one. What arrives at your home will feel intentional, thoughtful, perfectly timed. It may appear simple on the surface, but its impact will ripple far beyond the moment you receive it. You will look back later and realize, this was the turning point. Not dramatic, not loud, but undeniable. There is protection around this gift. Nothing meant for you can be intercepted. Nothing meant for you can be misplaced. Even now, things are rearranging quietly to support what comes next. Details aligning, paths clearing, resistance dissolving. You are not late. You are not behind. You are precisely on schedule. Let that truth settle. Because the more you remain calm, the more clearly you will recognize what is unfolding, and the more easily you will step into it. Do not rush the next moment. Do not doubt the stillness. Stillness is not emptiness. It is readiness. And what comes next will make everything before this make sense. Very pretty things do not announce themselves twice. They arrive once, with precision, and they change the rhythm of everything that follows. This is the moment many people miss. Not because it is hidden, but because they doubt it is meant for them. Stay with me, because what I am about to say connects directly to what is already moving toward your home. There was a decision made recently that involved your name, not spoken aloud, not shared openly, but finalized with certainty. You were chosen without competition, selected without comparison, approved without hesitation. This is why your energy has felt different, lighter in some moments, heavier in others, as if something is rearranging itself around you. That is not imagination. Something wonderful is approaching because a door opened quietly in your favor. A door you did not force. A door you did not beg for. A door that opened because it was time. The surprise is not random. It carries intention. It carries meaning. It carries a message that says you are no longer overlooked. You may have wondered why certain paths closed abruptly in the past. Why plans dissolved without explanation. Why people drifted away without reason. Those endings were not losses. They were clearings. Because what is coming needed space. Space in your home. Space in your heart. Space in your life. There is a calm authority guiding this arrival. Not rushed. Not delayed. Perfectly timed. You were protected from receiving this too early. Protected from mishandling it. Protected from doubting it. Now, when it arrives, you will recognize it instantly. Not because it looks extraordinary, but because it feels right. It will feel like relief settling into your chest. Like confirmation landing softly in your thoughts. Like a quiet smile you did not plan but could not stop. This is not something you must explain to others. It is something you will understand deeply within yourself. There are signs around you already. Small shifts. Unexpected ease. Moments where things align without effort. Those are not coincidences. They are signals.